Welcome back to the podcast. This is a beautiful Monday. I hope you had a beautiful day today. I know. Monday can be very, very, very stressful. We actually never want to get up on a Monday. I feel you entirely. And in case you're listening to this on a Tuesday, lucky you. But hey, you missed it because the point is to listen to this episode on a Monday at 20. Exactly, right? So thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time on the podcast, I want to welcome you right here. This is Unspoken Podcast Show or Unspoken with Chris Lay, however you want to call it. This is my podcast. This is my little safe space that I just love to share with everybody. To share my world, to allow you to get into my mind, for me to get as well into your mind, and we just share and we grow. Hence the podcast. And why Unspoken is because we talk about things that just you wouldn't talk about, maybe let's say in a normal conversation, you know what I mean? And so that's why I'm a very daring person when it comes to conversations, and I like to bring things out of people. I'm a heart-to-heart person. I take my conversations very seriously. And so that's why I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to make a podcast. And hence here we are 3 years later, four years later now. So we're growing. Okay, so today we're going to delve into the amazing world of friendships. I hear so many people say, I don't have friends, I don't like friends, this, that. Well, we're going to talk about that today. And I'm going to call it an amazing world of friendship because everybody needs a friend. Okay, if you're out there, or if you are one of the people that's been saying, no, I don't have friends, I don't need friends, then I think your life must be crap then. I think your life must be crap. If you actually have friends and you say that boldly saying, I don't have friends, I think your life must be crap because friends are amazing. Friends can be amazing. So as you can see from the theme, it is friendship fuel. Yes, right word. I had to find what word am I going to find that is going to suit exactly what I'm talking about? Because I wanted to talk about the BBs, right? And I'm saying navigating the BBs, which is bonds and benefits. Okay. So friendship fuel, as in fuel. Or diesel. I don't know what you're going to call it, but friendship fuel. When you think about that, what comes to your mind, right? Fuel. For a car to move, it needs fuel. It needs gas. For your body to function well, it needs food. You need to drink water. You need to eat well. You need to treat it from time to time. You need to take care of it. You need to put something in yourself in order to get something out. So if you want to get a production from yourself, then you need to put in something in your body. And I think that's where we're bordering around today. We're going to talk about the friendship fuel. Are we fueling our friendships enough? Okay, and so that's why we're going to navigate around the BBs. We're going to navigate around the bonds and the benefits. And we're going to see how you and me can navigate through our friendships, your friendships, my friendships as well. One thing you need to understand about these episodes that I do is basically me teaching myself as well. Me learning right now in this moment where I need to fuel certain things, where I need to change certain things. And so I'm pouring out in order for me to pour in to myself. And so let's go into it. So before we get into, the world of the full topic of navigating the BBs, I just want to get into the basics with you and hopefully you understand. Number one, defining friendships. What is a friend? Do you even know who a friend is? Who is a friend supposed to be? And I think we have to understand an acquaintance, a friend, and a colleague. These are different. We need to also understand the types of friendships that come in our lives. We have seasonal friendships, okay? There is this, and on that, if you want to listen more on friendships, I'm going to lead you to a sermon by T.D. Jakes, okay? Go to that sermon. Listen to it. You can just put somewhere and talk about the sermon that T.D. Jakes preached on friendship, or just sermon by T.D. Jakes on friendships. listen to that. I think it was 1 hour, 2 hours. I think I listened to that sermon in my second year. I think that was in 2018. I listened to that sermon back then, but I still remember how amazing, because it left such an impact on my life that I got to understand that I was getting mad at certain people leaving me, when they were just seasonal friends. You get what I mean? I was getting mad at an acquaintance, someone who was just an acquaintance. For me, I mistook that for a friend. So even before I get into this topic of navigating the BBs, I hope you understand at this level what a friend is, who a friend is, what a friend, what different kinds of friendships do we have. All right. So I'm not going to go into those definitions because I'm not here to define what friendship is. Okay. I would love to, but because there is something else I want to talk about. So I'm not about to get into something else so that I drag. No, I'm not doing that. But go to Google, look for the definition. What is a friend? Who is a friend? Even the Bible can give you such definitions when you need them. Okay. So for me, I'm just going to give you a guideline. Also, benefits of friendships. That's why when I said that if you're a person who talks like that, where you say when you have friends and then you say, I don't have friends, I think you're missing out on a lot, because friendship has some benefits. Number one, emotional support. I'm not going to define anything, but then, number one, there is emotional support, there is reducing stress, and there is laughter and joy. Look, friends are there during life's ups and downs, and it may not be all your friends, but there is definitely going to be that one friend that will stick with you during the laughter and the sorrow, So you need to also understand that there are certain friends that will be there for you in the joy, and there are just certain friends that won't be there for you in the sorrow. There'll be someone else. So we need to reach a point where we stop getting mad when certain things don't happen, and realize that, oh, this is where we are. This is who this person is in my life. Understand it, draw your line, make that boundary, right? Okay, so we're also going to talk about, the importance of having a support system. Look, honey, you can't do life on your own. If you're a guy and you think you can make it, life is about making friends. At the same time, you have emotional support. Everybody needs emotional support. We do get anxious, during the days. We do get sad here and there, but we have that emotional support, right? Reducing stress. How do friendships help us manage stress? You need to be able to explore that. Like for me, my friendships help me reduce stress in the sense that I'll be able to talk to them about matters that are stressing. You know what I mean? Like something would just stress me, but I'll just have a conversation with a friend of mine and my day would just be like, wow, I'll just be happy and all dolled up, all nice. And so we have to know the different types of friendships that are there, the benefits as well. Laughter and joy. Friends are there to bring laughter. They're there to bring joy for you. The role of humor in friendships. Why is laughter truly the best medicine? This is something that you should go back and read and just research on your own and figure out. Why is humor very important in a friendship? Laughter is really the best medicine for these things. Okay, so types of friendships as well. You have the wise mentor, the wise mentor who is the value of learning from the older and wiser. So look, when you have friends, you have to be able to distinguish who is who from what. You get what I mean? So you need to have the wise mentor, someone who is older than you. You can't have friends in the same level as you are all the time. You get what I mean? So you need some older friends. And like for me, I appreciate the older women in my life. I appreciate the older friends that I have in my life because I pull from their source and I get to hear from the experiences that they have or have had in the past that I can learn from, right? And then you have the social butterfly. So I'm an extrovert. So I have some serious introverted friends. Hence, because of our different in personality or persona, I'm able to pick from my introverted friend that life is not all about being extroverted. You understand what I mean? So maybe personality-wise, I'm a bit of both. You know what I mean? But like I'm more of an extrovert. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just outgoing and whatever, I'm social. But then I have a social life. You know what I mean? But then there is friends that I probably have that are not so much into the social world. They're not really, outgoing. They just really want to be indoors and whatever. I pick from them what I can, I pick from them the few things or the certain mannerisms that they have, and it just helps me keep that balance. You know what I mean? Like, you've got someone telling you, no. You know what I mean? Like, no, girl, that was too much. That was extra. You know what I mean? You have someone just keeping the balance for you. So it's very important for you to recognize the types of friends in your life. It doesn't mean that they have to be your best friend. You don't need to get jealous because your friend has a certain category of friends. It is actually very important that you're able to categorize your friendships. You know who you can go to for what. And then there's the ride or die, which is discussing those friends who stick with you through thick and thin. There's just always those friends that, regardless of who you are, that they'll be with you, fam. They will stick with you through whatever. Okay. And so, yeah. The other thing when it comes to friendship that I want us to know just before I can get into the BBs, which is the bonds and the benefits, is maintaining friendships. Dude, maintaining a friendship is very hard and it's very tough. And if you're able to maintain a friendship for a very long time, okay, despite whatever goes on, then I think you have to celebrate. I think it's worth celebrating. At the same time, it's also important that you sit down with each other and you analyze, you evaluate what, your what it is that you've learned from each other in those 12 years of knowing each other. It's not just about, no, we managed to keep the communication, we were effective in communication, but what about, how have you grown with each other? How do you benefit from each other? And look, that's where I'm coming to. We're going to navigate the BBs, which is the bonds and the benefits. So in maintaining friendships, you need to understand your communication styles. You need to also understand how to navigate through conflict, because trust me, if you're going to be in a friendship, you will fight, you will have differences, and that's just a fact. But that doesn't mean that you guys should, hate each other or whatever. It just needs a certain form of maturity in how to handle those conflicts. And so, handling disagreements just to maintain your relationship, and also friendship rituals. So friendship rituals, guys, is also another way of just maintaining your friendship. So I've been trying to get my best friend and I to have nudo nights, like maybe nudo movie nights. Like, we used to do that a lot when I used to live on my own. And I think probably that's something that I would love to keep on. And there is also something on a friendship ritual that I want to start, like maybe every Sunday, just have like a girls' talk. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to think about friendship rituals that I can bring onto my circle of, friends, and just see how we can help each other. Look, it's very important. There's people that I've seen, they do these color picnics. Dude, like, go all out, like, explore, especially when, for example, the only ritual you have is one thing. Maybe if it's going out, chilling all the time, you know what I mean? I think sometimes it's really good that you build a variety and just those rituals that you just will never break. But anyway, yeah, so those are just some basics when it comes to friendship, certain questions that you must ask yourself, especially when you're navigating your friendship. Gratitude as well is also important. Learn to reflect on your friends who've made a difference in your life. And that's why today we are dealing with BBs, the BBs. How can we navigate bonds and benefits? Now, a bond and a benefit are two different things. So you can have a bond with someone. Yes, you've got a strong bond with this person. You guys have been friends for 10, 12 years. And for me, look, one thing that I've come to learn in my adulthood is that friendship is not in how long, it's in the what, and it's not gold digging. It's genuinely the truth. It's in the what. In this 1 year, what have I learned from you? And if you've got a friend that you met in a year that has benefited your life so much so that it surpasses the person that you've known for 12 good years, then I would rather you're spending more time with this person that you've met in a year than spending your time with this person you've known for 12 years. The mistake we make is because we've known each other for so long, we need to be friends. It doesn't work like that. What makes you and your best friend best friends? And I don't think it's in the how long. I think it even goes beyond in what you have in common. I mean, think about how many more other people you have a lot of things in common. It's more of in the what. What am I able to drink off this person? What value does this person give me? And look, like I said again, you're not gold digging. It's not a bad thing for you to ask, what is the BB of this relationship? What am I benefiting from you, girl? Like, aside from maybe a good time, what else can you give me? What else are you giving me? It's not bad to ask yourself those questions, to sit and say, okay, what difference have you made in my life? If you are in my life and if you're not in my life, kuzakako difference bwanji. You know what I mean? What will change about me if you're in my life and if you're not in my life? Okay? I think this is where we really need to sit with ourselves and think. I think this is where you need to sit with yourself and think. Okay, yes, you have a bond. It's great. You guys are able to chill. You have the same dance moves. You've got the same movie. You like the same things. You went to the same school. You were together in boarding. You guys were lovers for all I care. But the question is, we go to the second B, which is the BBs. What have you benefited from this, your so-called friend? What difference has this person made in your life? What difference has this person made in my life that I should keep them on? Because we need to begin to understand there is certain seasons in our life when there is certain friends we have to leave behind. Look, there will come a time, your friends, I don't really believe in this ride or die situation. Okay, people like the ride or die, you're with me for life, such mantras. I don't really like to pour out such words anyhow, because you never really know when your season ends in someone's life. You never really know when your business in someone's life comes to an end. You never really know when your business ends. And I think it's very good for us to know the intent. What is my business in this relationship? What do I bring to this relationship? What am I doing for my friend? Aside from probably buying stuff for her birthday, aside from the physical aspect of things of what you can provide, but what difference are you making in your friend's life? And I think it's very important for you to ask these questions. I have a very platonic relationship with my ex. I'm telling you the truth. I have a very platonic relationship with my ex, and I always ask this question. In the years that you and me dated, what did you learn from? What benefit was I to you, fam? You know what I mean? And he will say a lot of other things like, dude, this, and he will start listing things. And I'm going to be like, wow, you know what I mean? And I will reciprocate. I will say, dude, for the years that I have known you, this is what I have learned from you, and this is what I've benefited. And I'm able to say that if you were not in my life at this particular period of time, I would have been in this place, which was not even a good place. If you've known your friend for 5 years, you need to be able to remove your friend from the 5 years that you've known them and say, okay, if this person was not in my life these 5 years, would there have been any difference? And if your answer is no, then what are you still doing with that person? And I think this is the hard truth. This is something that I've come to learn. There is certain people that I've just cut myself away from. Why? Because what was the benefit though? If I'm going to send you a link, okay, and not that it's mandatory, not that you have to do it, and that's also the problem now where it comes in, where you feel like, I'm just going to support my friend's business just because Munandi, just because, not because you believe in their vision and their dream. And so for me, I wouldn't want someone sharing my business, which is my passion, which is my podcast, right? This podcast right now. If my friend was to share it, I wouldn't want it to come from a place of, because Chrisle Munandi. I would want it to come from a place of, no, Chrisle is my friend, but dude, I believe in that vision because I know that if she goes up, I go up too. That's the sort of friendship that you need to have today. You don't have to have a friendship in which you're getting jealous of each other or whatnot, envy here. No, you're supposed to be in a relationship where a friendship is a relationship. So I hope we don't, don't get confused as I talk. You need to get into a friendship or relationship where you're like, anyway, I want you to be promoted because when you are promoted, I know automatically I am promoted. A friend who is able to share a job opportunity with you, knowing that you don't have a job, even when your friend, the same friend of yours, does not have a job. Because they're like, no, girl, go for it. This is a link. Try to apply. Let's apply. A friend who pushes you to your limit. If you've lost a passion in something, a friend who will buy you books until you write, okay? If you've lost, like for me, I've just lost my passion to write. I've not, it's there, but it's something that just needs to, you know what I mean? So if I didn't have people that in my life that constantly reminded me like, yo, Chris, dude, you are the writer. You are the girl who used to write in high school. You used to write stories for us. In grade 7, you used to write stories for us. We used to read. What has happened? You were the girl who would say you would have a novel by now. Where is that novel? If I did not have people in my life that reminded me that, girl, there is something you're not doing. Guys. So you need to have people in your life that remind you when something is not going right in your life, it's there because that is a benefit. At the same time, you need not only just a bond. Guys, a bond is not enough. It's like dating someone because of a bond. Excuse me. I'm a lover of love, but I'm not going to just get married because of love. It's a lie. It's not going to happen. I'm not marrying for love. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. It's a partnership. But that's another topic of another day. But all I'm saying is a bond is not enough, and a bond should not be enough. If you're asking me right now, like, okay, Chrisley, we're navigating the BBs, a bond is good, but a bond needs to have a benefit, meaning you must be able to benefit something from me. And so if you're listening to this and you're my friend and you haven't benefited anything from me, question me, hold me accountable and say, Chris, but I've not benefited anything from you, fam, and that's why I've cut you off, or that's why I'm going to cut you off. You know what I mean? Hold a person accountable. Tell them or leave. It's okay. You don't even need an explanation. It's fine. You know what I mean? But then you need to set that for yourself because you need to benefit something from your friendship. It is important for you to benefit something from your friendship. And that is my point. A bond is not enough. A bond is not enough to carry a friendship. It goes way deeper than that. What am I benefiting from you? What are you doing for me that benefits me? All right? Now, but then it's those kind of people that even make you wonder, like, what's going on? There's people that are so heartless. They will watch their friend fall. They will watch their friend fail. They will watch their friend's business go down. And your friend never even tried anything to help you with. And so if you remember in the introduction, I did talk about how you handle disputes. Okay, so when you note, so now this is where I come in. When you notice that there is a shortcoming of your friend, and you have noticed that your friend, you don't benefit each other. You don't say bad decisions. You don't say face no, hey girl, bad decisions. Hey girl, let's go out to the club. Look, guys, I'm not judging, fam. I love me a good time. All right, I love a good time. I love to have fun. But there has just been points in my life where definitely there's just points in my life where I had to grow up. Okay, I had to grow up also because of the same friends that we have. You get what I mean? So if I didn't have certain friends in my life that just talked sense in me and said, "Oh, Chris, reduce on this or become a better person for yourself." They never give me these talks, and then you know what I mean. And so you come to a point where you just have those friends that call you to go out, that call you for drinks, and on top of it, you are using your money. You understand? You're using your money, and that's all you do. You get what I mean? That's all you do. You don't have serious conversations. You don't talk. It's just clubbing, partying, chills, clubbing, partying, chills. You can't call such a person your friend. No, you could call them a chill buddy. A friend is a person you're able to sit with sober-mindedly and have a serious conversation. It could be on a bottle of wine. That's good too. That's okay too. Okay, you're not being, influenced by anything external. It's just within, okay? You're able to sit with each other. You can stand each other's presence. You can stand each other's flaws and then talk about it, address issues, talk about their shortcomings and say, this is where you're lacking and I would love it if you could improve. That's okay. It's okay for you to do that. It's okay for you to ask your friend to improve in a particular area. Why? Because we're navigating the BBs. And if your friend isn't ready to navigate the BBs, then that's not a good friendship for you. And so I just want to close on that. Friendships are more than just social connections. They're very essential for our well-being. All right. They're very essential for our well-being. And so I just wanted to bring that in, just to bring a sort of a reminder that bonds are not enough. Where is the benefit? What are you benefiting from your friend? Yes, Munove, but what are you able to benefit? What have you learned? How has this person challenged you to be the best of you? How has this person made you feel valuable? How has this person made you, a different person? Does this person make you feel bad about yourself? And again, that's another thing. Sometimes your friend will make you feel bad about yourself, not because they hate you, but sometimes kukweba feel that, boy, it's the truth. Sometimes it's just the truth. So also it's about how you take it. Also, very important, how you communicate certain things with your friends, right? So I think the topic of friendship is very wide. And today I just limited it to BBs, which is the bonds and the benefits. And just to remind all of us that a bond is not enough. You need to benefit something from your friend. Your friend has to make a change, a difference in your life. And so I call to you to sit with yourself today or any day in this month or any day in this year. Sit down with yourself and navigate your friendships. Navigate your friendship and say, okay, what do I benefit from this? It could even be a platonic relationship you have with a guy. All right, a platonic friendship you have with your male friends. If you're a female, if you're a guy, the platonic relationships you have with your female friends. What are you learning from them? And if you need to cut them off. Period. And that's on period. Okay, I'm done. So catch me next week. I will be again on another topic. I just hope you've learned one or two things from here. From here, it's goodbye and see you next week.